All right, you guys, in a strange turn of events, the Tiafimo Lopez fight is apparently off with Cambozo, saying that Tiafimo basically, you know, uh, tested positive for, the rates of Ramona. That's kind of funny when you think about it at this stage. People even testing positive for, they don't even keep, you know, on mainstream media news. They don't even keep track of the statistics no more. You know, um, Me myself, I have my own personal theory of what was going on, and I have a right to speak on this. Um, like I said, you guys know that I keep track of this kind of stuff. I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. I think that the fight was gonna up. It wasn't gonna sell good, and I think this was a way for them to get out of this. Now, I'm not saying whether Tiafimo faked the test or whatever the excuse may be, but something is strange about this. It's kind of funny. I just came. Hey, Michelle, I just came. I just came from Vegas, as you guys know, like, like a few weeks ago. You know, and y'all saw me in Vegas, and you saw the footage. Wasn't nobody wearing no damn mask, damn near. They was looking at me funny, like, dude, why you got a mask on? And now all of a sudden, Tiafimo miraculously tests positive for the Razor Ramona, and they ain't even paying attention to so-called negative positive tests. They don't even be putting those statistics on TV no more. All they talking about now is who taking the jab and who, and that's about it. So I find that a little peculiar, but me myself, I think the fight was gonna flop. I think they knew it. Oh, appreciate that. I think they knew the fight was gonna flop, and it was gonna flop bad. Look, Triller I think Triller knew that the fight was gonna flop, and I think it was gonna sell very poorly. Like I've been telling y'all, these people be hiking up their pay-per-view numbers, you know. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if you believe Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul did over 1 million pay-per-view buys when they already had the real statistics that it did like 600 and some K. If you believe that it did over 1 million, then more power to you. Nah, I didn't. I don't. Nah, I don't even know. I know I was proud of Andre Ward for responding to Mark Kragel. I don't even be on Twitter because I don't have no Twitter account. So no, but I'm just keeping it. I'm just keeping it a buck. I know they go by numbers and shit on how they evaluate things and stuff. Just like I think they had the pre-order numbers, and it just didn't look too good. So they needed to come up with something. I wouldn't be surprised if Triller got compensated, a little bit. But that's funny. So if that fight been pushed back to August 14th, then that means there's no way that Tiafimo would be ready in time for a October 2nd showdown at Madison Square Garden. Hey, appreciate that. So something ain't right about that. And I'm just keeping it 100. Something ain't right about that. The thing is, people get mad at certain media when they just tell the truth of what they think going on. Like, I just think they had the trajectory. I think they had the projected numbers. And this fight was headed towards Flopville. So to say they self the trouble of them trying to front, keep in mind, Triller been lying about their pay-per-view numbers anyway. Remember they tried to say Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. did like 6 million pay-per-views. Then come to find out it did like 1.3 million. Then they tried to lie and say that Fake Paul, his fight with Ben Askren did over 1 million. Come to find out that wasn't true, because if that's the case, they wouldn't have let Fake Paul go to Showtime. These people be lying about numbers. They've been doing it. And the PBC don't be telling the truth about their pay-per-view numbers neither. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I know. If that's the case, then why ain't Roy Jones got the rest of his money? If they made so much money. That fight was going to flop. That fight was going to flop. They knew it. And they just needed a way to get out of it. So that's why they said, okay, you know. But once again, I'm being careful. I just find it convenient that, you know, less than a week away from the fight, then this happens. And I just seen Teofimo in Vegas, and Teofimo had his mask on. And I know Teofimo was taking that stuff very seriously. But then he goes somewhere else, and I know he trains in New York, and then all of a sudden they come up with a you know, with a positive test. So I don't know, man. It just I smell a rat, but you know, I want to make sure. I'm just saying I smell a rat. I would never say that Teofimo is faking a you know. But I'm all about, you know, how convenient. So, all right, let me talk about something else. People texted me, asking me, like I posed to know, and I'm laughing. I appreciate the fact that y'all think I know everything, but I don't ever know everything. People ask me, why is Wilder Fury 3 tickets so high? Well, hey man, this is something that you gonna have to ask Top Rank. This is something you gonna have to ask Top Rank and ask the PBC. But I find it strange that these tickets, and then they got a little thing that they doing with these tickets. Like I said, I've been to the T-Mobile Arena, and I won't be going to that fight. There was no way I was gonna pay $1,000 for nosebleed seats. Like I said, the T-Mobile Arena is a horrible venue. It's a horrible venue. And then they make you have to buy like 2 tickets. They making you buy 2 tickets. You have to buy either 2 or 4 tickets at, you know, at $900 to $1,000 a piece. So to me, it appears that they want a certain demographic, or should I say they want some people that look a certain kind of way to mostly be able to obtain the tickets. So I'm just keeping it a buck. Y'all take that however y'all want. It appears to me that they trying to keep the Wilder fans out of there, because at the end of the day, you know, even though stuff is starting to get back to normal, you know, they didn't, you know, California, I'm at the mall, I got my mask on, I don't give a damn. I don't have to wear a mask, but you know, I'm wearing it. I told you I'm probably gonna be wearing my mask probably at least to the end of the year, maybe into next year. I don't give a damn if you look at me funny or not. So you know, I'm just like I'm just looking at like something is strange about this. But they did this the last time. They did this with Wilder Fury 2. They made the tickets extremely high. They made like the average ticket like $700, and that was at the T-Mobile Arena. Now the funny part about it is Wilder Fury 1, the cheapest ticket was like, man, maybe 60, 70 bucks at the Staples Center. But yeah, people was mad about the ticket prices and stuff. So you know, Deontay Wilder gonna have somewhat of a disadvantage. And this is what I'm talking about, and he from the States. So sometimes this is why sometimes I'll be questioning Al Heyman sometimes. And this is why I'm like, damn, Al, I'm like, man, you made it to where to most people, I mean, to a certain demographic ain't gonna be willing to pay that type of money. Let's just face the fact. People like starting to get back on their feet now. People starting to go back to work. And I don't think people have what's up? I don't think people have like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. I just don't think people in a certain demographic as of right now have like, $1,000 or $2 like floating around to like go to a fight. Now, probably if the tickets was like a couple of $100, then that's a different story. But man, you making the seats, unaffordable to a certain demographic. I mean, I could pay $1,000 for a seat, but I'm not. You know. Oh yeah. By the way, shout out to Quest X, man. Shout out to my brother Quest X, man. Quest X, man. He gave me some good tips on some investments, and this working out pretty well. No, don't get me wrong. I'm a long way from retiring from my job, but shout out to Quest X, man. I'm gonna talk about that later on. But yeah, man. I don't like that at all, because at the end of the day, while there's a citizen of the United States, but then it appears like they basically want people from other places to buy up all the tickets. And then y'all gotta understand, it's a trick to when they release tickets too. Sometimes the tickets will already be hey, I'm not saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing about what type. I ain't saying nothing. I'll reveal that later on. So but yeah, man, them ticket prices for Wilder Fury 3 is just absurd, man. Like I said, you always could tell who they trying to, who they want in versus who they trying to keep out. And I think they needed to put it, at least the ticket prices somewhat to where Wilder can have some supporters there. Because we all know what type of people you gonna see at that fight. And a lot of them ain't gonna look like Wilder. But like I said, they do these little tricks with tickets. Like I keep telling you, they go by demographics, they go by statistics, schematics, whatever you want to call it. They have a trajectory on how much they should sell this for based off, price points of what group of people can afford this, what group of people can't, Now, I'm going to be honest with you, Pacquiao Spence tickets going to be, yeah, I just talked about that. Yeah, Pacquiao Spence tickets is gonna be relatively cheaper, but they ain't gonna be that. But they ain't gonna be extremely cheap, because you could look at pre-ticket sales, the trajectory, how much the average ticket gonna cost, because they had said 2 days ago that the average Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 3 was gonna be like at least between $800 to $900. Now, if you want to try to play it by ear, let's just say if the tickets are not selling that good, but they say that the fight is almost sold out. Now, keep in mind, it's a difference between how many tickets get sold and versus how many people show up. I'm 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 more than likely to be at Pacquiao Spence. I already put my money to the side. I already got a place to stay, so if I go, so I should be there. You know, I should be there. I'm not applying for no press credential for Wilder Fury 3, because I already know what they gonna do. They gonna do what they did the last time. Cause see, let me tell you what they did. The people that handle the press credentials, they fixed it to where people who don't usually cover boxing got mostly all the press credentials, and the people that usually cover fights, a lot of them got denied. I'm not gonna say who they was and stuff. So it was they finna do the same trick. They're gonna give the press credentials to people that don't even usually cover boxing, like the BETs and all them type of people. Um, a lot of European outlets, a lot of you know, cross the water overseas outlets. They're gonna get all the credentials. What happened with the Lopez fight, Tiafimo, from what they said, that he tested positive for, you know, for the Razor Ramona. That's well, that's the little trick they do. They don't want you asking. They don't want you asking the the fighter certain questions. And you know, Tyson Fury is very particular about what type of media, because for some reason he don't like Ellie Setback at all. Yeah, Lopez tested. That's what they saying. I mean, that's what they saying. So you know, that's what they saying. Me myself, I have my own theory about what's going on. But let me get out of here. Let me get home. Yeah, Tyson Fury, for some reason, he don't like Ellie Setback. I don't know. I don't know why that is. Cause I done been around Ellie. Ellie, if anybody watch Ellie Setback, he play it safe. He don't ask nobody nothing. He just asks you boxing related questions. He don't ask you nothing controversial. I mean, Ellie is cool. I talked to Ellie. You know, I talked to him at the Josh Taylor fight. So you know. Gotta get away. Drizzy, you should already know what this is all about. Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna just keep it 100 before this whole Shakur Stevenson. Now here's the thing, everybody, you know, Shakur Stevenson is with Top Rank, but I don't hear nobody saying he should leave. But then they all of a sudden you hear them having this venom towards Bud Crawford. Look, at the end of the day, this stuff with Bud don't got nothing to do with him being with Top Rank. All this shit was something personal. It was a personal vendetta from the gate, and that's all it was. Cause like I said, if I really told y'all what I knew really went down behind the scenes, and like I said, I got names, I got receipts, I could prove to you that this Bud shit didn't have nothing to do with Top Rank or Bob Arum. Because ask yourself this: if Bob Arum, if people hate Bob Arum so bad, why they still asking for interviews? I haven't interviewed, but then somebody accused me of being an Arum boy. But then again, the dude didn't know what he was talking about. He was just some dude talking out the side of his neck. That's funny. People accused me of being a top ranked sack hugger, but then you had people constantly asking for interviews with Bob Arum. I'm yet to ask for a personal interview with Bob Arum. The only time y'all ever see me interview Bob Arum is when I went to a top rank event. I don't want to do no exclusive interview with Bob Arum. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth about Bob Arum. Me, my own personal opinion. Y'all know Bob Arum is getting up there in age. Bob Arum is 90 years old. So, me myself, I do think Bob should at least consider turning over the ranks to somebody else. But that's, hey, who am I? But yeah, don't believe nothing that these dudes talking about. Well, I just want best for Bud, but at the same time, you don't have no problem with Shakur Stevenson being with Top Rank. Notice they only be talking about Bud should leave. I mean, at the end of the day, I know what this is all about from the gate. And like I said, I really could expose people if I wanted to, because like I said, I got the receipts, I got everything to prove that this whole vendetta against Bud Crawford. It had nothing to do with him being with Bob Arum. It was something else. It was a fake narrative all along. But anyway, let me go home and see could I watch this press conference. Thanks for tapping in. I'm out.